Hi students. Well, thanks to the snow day, my afternoon marketing class did not get to hear about the paper that's due after break. So I'm recording this video so that I'm sure everybody in the class, both sections, are hearing the same thing. This paper, I've moved the due date. It now has two due dates, which it did in the syllabus originally. You must bring a draft of the paper to class on Monday, March 31st, and then the final version of the paper will be due on April 2nd. Both a hard copy in class as well as an uploaded version for me to check word count and be able to post your response and your grade in Moodle is also due on Moodle. So, new due date. If you want to get started on it over break, I think that's smart. That's why I'm recording this, but you would have time to finish it when you get back as well. This grade is worth 100 points. Paper grade is 100 points. It's twice as much as your first exam. It's why you really want to make sure that you take it to the Writing Center. Bring it to me if you need to. I don't do editing, but I'm happy to help you with content because I will be grading very strictly on both your writing as well as the content. This is a fun paper to write. You are not writing a report. What you are writing is a speech. Doesn't mean you're actually going to give the speech, but you're writing a speech as if you were going to present concepts of consumer buying behavior in the context of how a business develops its marketing strategy, how a business thinks about its target markets, but the main emphasis of the paper, the heft of the paper is on consumer buying behavior issues. And you're writing a speech as if you were teaching an audience, and you get to pick the audience, about the concepts of target markets and consumer buying behavior in the context of how they can improve marketing for an organization. So you could write this paper as if you were asked to go back to your high school and present to a class of high school students, and you were teaching them now that you've learned what you've learned at Plymouth. Or you could write this paper as if you were presenting to a former boss, maybe your summer job. If you are somebody with a family business, if you've grown up in a family business, you could write this speech as if you were educating your family or your dad or mom who owns the business or a sibling who owns the business about consumer buying behavior, target markets, and the value of understanding these aspects of marketing in relation to a larger marketing strategy, achieving measurable objectives for a marketing plan. So this can have a very kind of fun, informal feel to it if you want to. Basically, I want you to write this speech as if you were speaking to an audience. So you start with an introduction. Hello, thank you for inviting me here today, or whatever in your words. Greet your audience, introduce your concept, and then take them through a teaching process. Basically, you're going to be the teacher of this information to your market or to your audience. There is a 2,000 word minimum for this paper. 2,000 word minimum. And one of the first things I do is I look at your word count and I do the math. If you only hand in a 1,600 word paper, I give you the percentage of 100 points right off of the gate for the word count that you hit. So the word count does matter. It matters in marketing all the time. You will constantly be given word count requirements for web copywriting, grant copywriting, proposal copywriting. So I'm a stickler for word count being accurate. You can go over 2,000 if you want. You cannot go under 2,000. And like I said, your punctuation, grammar, word use is going to be essential. I will talk about this more in class when we get back from break, but for those of you who want to get started, you've got a little better sense of what I'm looking for now. Feel free to send me emails or a text over break. I will be working all next week, even though it's spring break, I'll be on campus most day. So I hope you do have a great break. Get some downtime. I'm going to sit here this evening, Thursday evening, and get your exam grades posted onto Moodle now that they're all finished. And I will see you when you get back. Oh, as far as reading goes, try to have Chapter 6 obviously done by now because the paper is on it. We're pretty much done talking about it. For my afternoon class, we'll spend a little time on Chapter 6 on when we get back, and then we'll move into Chapter 7. And then your paper's due the following week. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. That's enough for now. Bye-bye.